Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shemir Shah, double honor to the elders of the GMS, and shalom to the brothers out there, pushing the truth and true sincerity. My name is Amnawala, and I was going to get right into the lesson. I'm going to deal with this thing about the United States, the Department of Homeland Security purchasing all these bullets, all these rounds of bullets. As you can see, this is the title of this article here. You can just type in this article on Google, and it should pop right up. It's a pretty good article. I'm not going to read the whole thing, because I'm going to deal with the points, so the video doesn't be too long. The Denver Post on February 15th, as you can see, March 11, 2013, at 8 a.m. of 1 million views. The Denver Post on February 15th ran an Associated Press article entitled Homeland Security Aims to Buy 1.6 billion rounds of ammo. So far, to little notice. It confirmed that the Department of Homeland Security has issued an open purchase order for 1.6 billion rounds of ammunition as reported elsewhere. Some of this purchase order is for hollow point rounds forbidden by international law for use in war. So that hollow point rounds are forbidden by international law for use in war, along with a frightening amount specialized for snipers. So even snipers are going to have hollow point bullets as well. Also reported elsewhere, at the height of the Iraq War, the Army was expending less than 6 million rounds a month, which to be exact is about 5.5 million. Therefore, 1.6 billion rounds based upon in the Iraq War. The height of the Iraq War, the United States Army using 5.5 million rounds per month, which this article says less than 6 million because it's 5.5 million to be about exact. If they use 6 million rounds a month or less than 6 million rounds a month, that's accumulated to about if they use that many rounds a month, but though they have 1.6 billion bullets purchased, if you go by the amount of bullets they used per month during the height of the Iraq War, with these 1.6 billion bullets, they can maintain a hot war, for over 20 years. In America, therefore 1.6 billion rounds would be enough to sustain a hot war for 20 plus years in America. So I'm going to read right there in that article. It's a little bit more information, but I want to deal with the points, you know. It speaks about MRAPs in there as well. This is the webpage here, as you can see. It says, why did Homeland Security order a billion 233 and 308 caliber sniper rounds? Fort Joseph Watson. InfoWars, Tuesday, September 19, 2012. Following the controversy over its purchase of around 1.2 billion bullets in the last 6 months alone, the Department of Homeland Security has put out a new solicitation for over 200 million more rounds of ammunition, some of which are designed to be used by snipers. A series of new solicitations posted by the Fed BizOps website showed that the DHS is looking to purchase 200 million rounds of 233 rifle ammunition over the next 4 years, as well as 176,000 rounds of 308 caliber 168 grain hollow point bolt tail HPBT rounds, in addition to 25,000 rounds of blank 308 caliber bullets. As James Smith over the Prepper Podcast website highlights, it is the type of ammunition and not necessarily the quantity that is troubling, which we will explain why later on in the show. Smith points out that the DHS acquisition of 308 rounds of 308.308 rounds is of concern because they are said to be used by well-trained snipers. All of the sniper-grade ammunition is being used by trained or in the process of being trained snipers, writes Smith, noting that the math adds up to 135,384. I'm moving a little more so hopefully you brother can read this. You know, if you brother can read it, I'll zoom up the page a little bit more. You know, so you brother can be able to see it. You probably pause it and read on your own, just in case you couldn't see what I was reading. Okay, now I'm gonna jump right down to where I was at. It says, all of the sniper grade ammunition is being used, and Lord willing, you was able to see it on this last page as well. I believe you should have. All the sniper grade ammunition is being used by trained or in the process of being trained snipers, writes Smith, noting that the math adds up to 135,384 potential kills for the snipers to make using the 176,000 rounds of ammunition, basing the figures on the fact that United States Army and Marine Corps snipers in the Vietnam War expended 1.3 rounds of ammunition for each claimed and verified kill. And let's explain that. They purchased, it says right here, 176,000 rounds of ammunition, but it said that equals up to about 135,384 potential kills. Why? Because it tells you in the Vietnam War, the United States Army and Marine Corps snipers expended 1.3 rounds of ammunition for each claimed and verified kill. In other words, for each kill that took place, 1.3 rounds were used. I'll give you an example. If the first two games of the NBA season, somebody scores 30 points in game one of the season, then 45 in the next game, that's 75 points, which is 37.5 points total, 37 and a half. They didn't literally get 37 and a half points each game because they don't count half a point in NBA standards in NBA games. But I'm using that as an example for you to understand that not literally 1.3 rounds was shot, but out of every claimed and verified kill, an average of 1.3 rounds was shot. So that's why out of 176,000 rounds, they came up with 135,384 kills. At this police training website documents, 308 caliber 168 grain bullets are the ammunition of choice for experienced law enforcement snipers. You both can read this here if you would like. I don't really want to read it. You know, take up too much. I don't want to take up too much time. You know, let me go back. Bear with me one moment. All right. The number of bullets purchased by the DHS now adds up to and this is the 308 grain hollow point bolt tail, as we mentioned earlier in the in this article. See, this is 100. They say 168 grain. This right here is 175 grain. Now it says the number of bullets purchased by the DHS now adds up to a staggering 1.4 billion over the last 6 months alone, which I believe to this very day is about over 2 billion in some articles. It tells you that. It tells you so. Although all those bullets won't be delivered at once, DHS's commitment to purchasing such an arsenal of ammo is both worrying and ironic, given that Americans are being harassed and treated with suspicion for buying a couple of boxes of ammo at their local gun store. Following a barrage of questions about why the federal agency has purchased so many bullets, the DHS has refused to respond and even gone to lengths of censoring information relating to the solicitations for ammunition. And they have actually done that. When you look at certain articles, they actually block out certain amount of they actually block out the amount of ammunition that they had purchased. I can click on that and go right to it, but that'll take a lot of time. You brothers can just go to this web page and you can do it on your own. It says the DHS's decision back in March to purchase 450 million rounds of 40 caliber hollow point bullets that are designed to expand upon entry and cause maximum organ damage prompted questions as to why the federal agency requires such powerful bullets and in such large quantities merely for training purposes. This was followed by a more recent order for a further 750 million rounds of assorted ammunition, including bullets that can penetrate walls. But why do they want to do all this? Because the so-called white man got plans. He got plans for this coming martial law for the time of Jacob's trouble. Now I want to get this scripture real quick. This is Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief. Right, the so-called white man sleep not unless he has done some sort of mischief. And this form of mischief right here is purchasing all these bullets to use against the American people, mainly against the Israelites. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause them to fall. And at least their sleep is taken away unless they cause them to fall, because the so-called white man can't sleep without conducting some form of mischief. He can't sleep unless he found out. He can't sleep. Can't sleep unless his policies or anything that he wants to do to bring forth his wickedness has been done. Until that has taken place, he can't sleep. That's why they always trying. That's why they're trying to get this thing done. That's why they're constantly purchasing all these bullets, because they can't sleep unless they do some form of mischief, and this is an act of it. The mainstream media responded to the controversy by focusing on the purchase of 174,000 bullets by the Social Security Administration, while completely ignoring the fact that the DHS has purchased well over a billion rounds. Although the Associated Press and other media outlets dismissed concerns over the federal government purchasing large quantities of ammunition as paranoia, the fact that the DHS is preparing for civil unrest cannot be denied. Having recently acquired riot gear, the DHS excuse me, also purchased a number of bulletproof checkpoint booths that include stop and go lights. Why the hell are they preparing? Why the fuck are they doing all this shit for? Because they know something major is gonna happen. and they want to get prepared. Last year, Department of Homeland Security, Janet Napolitano, directed ICE, that's Immigrant Customs Enforcement, to prepare for a mass influx of immigrants into the United States, calling for the plan to deal with the shelter and processing of large numbers.